You remember one time I said WordPress or Webflow, and I said which would be your pick and why, and I said I was going to tell you mine later on. So context, I've used both, and I even did the Webflow University, had to a bit 3 of the certifications some time back. So I'm not saying because I just want to say I've actually used both. Now, which should I pick or which am I picking? For me, it's WordPress. I love Webflow sincerely, more especially because of their animations, like web animations. I still feel it's more easier to do web animations with Webflow, but then I'm taking WordPress because first of all, the community is big, it's large. It's easier to learn WordPress to begin with, and then you can go very, very complex with WordPress compared to Webflow. You can go very, very, very complex with your projects, depending on what the end goal is. WordPress is stable. Webflow is stable, but then quite shaky. WordPress has been in the game for long. WordPress powers more than half of the surface web. Sincerely, really, actually, and lots more. You would say Webflow is easier to build with or is more advanced. Well, WordPress can even be more advanced, like way more advanced. Another thing that made me run from Webflow, like my biggest ick is not the right word, but there was this little thing WordPress. I felt WordPress should have done better, but then I don't know if it was a choice. It's how they work with classes, yeah. So you have combo classes instead of normal classes. You know, if you do CSS, if you understand CSS and web development, the classes that comes after, you can change their positions. Like, it's non-destructive when it comes to the positions of you have your classes placed. But in Webflow, it is destructive. In the sense that, first off, if you have 3 classes, one after the other, they are called like combo classes. If you want to take the first one out, you have to take the second and third, or the third and second first before you take off the first one. And there's nothing like reordering the classes. But in WordPress, I work with Bricks Builder in WordPress, not Elementor, not... I've used Elementor, I've used Breakdance, I've used quite a number of them, but I stick to it, Bricks, because Bricks brings this Webflow feel and WordPress combined together in one, making it flexible for me to do what I want, how I want, when I want, without no issues. So that's why I'm using Bricks. And then coming from the coding part of things, I can code when I want, how I want. So there's this flexibility I get in WordPress that Webflow is quite not there yet. And when it comes to working with custom post types, working with WordPress, if you use it you understand. So this is how it works. So yeah, on Webflow, let's say you want on your title, you want to connect it to, okay, the post title or a custom post type, yeah? The title of that custom post type. You'd have to do, when you want to do that, you can't particularly add with that same text element or paragraph element, you can't particularly add another text like suffix or prefix or anything aside that. Maybe you have to get another text block, but inside of WordPress with Brief Builder, you can be flexible with dynamic data as much as you can. These and more are the reason I would choose WordPress over Webflow. I am still waiting for to get the kind of animations, the animation flexibility we have in Webflow to WordPress. So already we are getting there with BricsForge. So with BricsForge animation panel, we are getting there. So that's my answer. WordPress all the way. If you want to see projects I've worked on or worked with, if you want to see projects I've done with WordPress, you can check my portfolio at Hebronmimam.com. Everything there was done with WordPress. Yes, everything I'm built from scratch, because I also design, I then build from scratch, custom, tailored to the clients or business needs. So in case you've been hearing WordPress can go custom, yeah, this, yeah, that, WordPress is far, far, far beyond that. And again, WordPress all the way. See you in the next one. Bye.